from the Texas Capitol, right at the Secretary of State's office. Well, we're bringing you another update on more voter fraud and more laws being broken around the Texas elections. There's such a complex issue that we have to break it apart in pieces. And what we're going to bring to you today is something that will impact every one of the 254 counties across the state of Texas. And in Texas, one of the things that we talked about previously was curbside voting and the assistant voting. And what we have now is we have requested information from many of the counties in Texas requesting the oath of affidavit. That means when somebody is assisted in voting, you could take your family member or friend to the ballot box and you can assist them in voting. You have to sign your name to say that you are an assistant, and it has to give your name, your address, and then there's another part that asks if you received any form of compensation from a candidate or a campaign. And that's part of what we're going to talk about. We have almost 50 pages from just one county that has the same people signing people in and signing people out. And we've got additional investigation going on that shows that people that were voting, that they were paid forms of compensation. And we know that the Attorney General's hands currently are bound when it comes to fighting voter fraud. But when it comes to lying on a state document, well, a lot of people can get involved. I'll let you look here, let you read this. And as you can see, it asks, did you receive or accept any form of compensation or other benefit from a candidate or campaign? And you see that everybody said no. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is where they've lied on a state document, because we know that there are people that are getting paid to go in there and vote in many counties. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be turning this information over to the Secretary of State and over to the Attorney General's office, because we have the full document that shows these people's names, their address, and those campaign workers that signed in multiple people. And folks, we've got it coming from all 254 counties. This is a developing story. This is something that impacts every single person. This is a bipartisan issue. And if you look at the voterfbi.org website and look at the organization, look at the documents we've put up, look at the different reports that we have posted, you can see that the information that we have is very thorough. And that's why we wanted to come today and hold this press conference to let you guys know what's taking place in the state of Texas, not only in North Texas, but also into East Texas, Central Texas, and beyond. Folks, we have an upcoming legislative session just before us, and there's lots of things that we need to change here in Texas. Some of the things that we've been planning and talking about, we're going to wait until we get into session to discuss those things. And we've got a large army of people that we're working with to make sure that we protect the votes here in Texas and protect Texas elections. So for more information, stay tuned to my social media pages. All of them are at Weston Martinez. And you can follow the Voter Fraud Bureau of Investigation, not a law enforcement agency, but certainly a public advocacy group that is working to make sure that we have fair and honest elections, that every legal vote counts. So follow us for more information. We've got other data that we're going to drop off. One of the other pieces of information is I've got the affidavit from Montgomery County, from a location that impacted Willis Independent School District, where you had a voting location with multiple machines that did not have the Willis ISD School District on their machines. And the election judge seems to have done no wrong. They were given the improper codes to load into the machine, so that the ballot that was loaded was not the proper ballot for the November election. And as a result, the school district did not have any opportunity to be voted for or against. And there was a major election that took place in that school district. We are reaching out to citizens, and we're going to reach out to people in that school district, and we're going to encourage them to look at the results. Most people are not aware that even after an election is certified, in certain cases, there are other things that can take place related to criminal charges and related to processes involved. And lots of things can be done up to the day of swearing in that takes place for these different locations and these different elected officials at different levels. So stay tuned for more information. Share this video. We've got a lot more taking place, a lot more coming out, and we want to make sure that we are keeping Texas the best state in this country so that we can be the freest state in this country. I'm Weston Martinez.